The opening round of the Enjoy Jakarta Indonesia PGA Championship presented by IPC at the BSD course at Damai Indoor Golf. And let's have a look at the highlights from the first round, and one man dominating the highlights, Kunihiro Kami of Japan, who went out in 32 and started the back nine pretty much in the same fashion by rolling in a birdie, and that made it 5 birdies for the day without a blemish at that stage, and there was more to come.
A lot more to come, in fact. Look forward to the 11th hole. His tee shot on the 91-yard par 3. And he simply had the radar on at this point in the round, just knocking out the flag sticks. He knocked that in for birdie to go to 6 under par.
The second of the short holes on the back nine, the 14th, after making birdie there at the 11th. The iron play simply sublime at this stage from Kunihiro Kami. 183 yards was the magic number here.
No.
And he got it pretty well spot on, landing it just on top of that ridge and letting it release on down to about 5 or 6 feet. Birdie chance came, and Kami, in search of a 7 under score, had that wrapped up and still had 4 to play.
And just one hole later, 15th, he had this 40-foot putt up and across the slope for birdie, and the hole looked as big as a bucket at this point for the Japanese player. He went to 8 under par.
And would eventually make a bogey at the last for a round of 65. David McKenzie was also one of the morning players who got things going. Went out in 34. Here he is at 13th after making birdies at 10, 11 and 12. Another brilliant iron approach to round about 6 or 7 feet. And this putt for the Australian to get it to -6. That's what he did. And he was able to go even one better than that in the run to the clubhouse, karting a 65.
Kim Tae-hoon is a very exciting young player from Korea. Strong, athletic type, hits the ball enormous distances. He's got nice touch on the greens as well. Birdie there for Kim Tae-hoon to go to 6 under.
The afternoon players found the scoring a bit more difficult, but tried telling that to Michio Matsumura of Japan. Started out in excellent fashion. He made a birdie at the 3rd, an eagle at the 4th, a birdie at the 5th, and that birdie at the 8th took him to 5 under.
And then on 10, he had this birdie putt to get to 6 under. Down and across the slope, and it was letter perfect for Matsumura.
And things only got better as he made his way to the clubhouse. He found the trap in 2 at the par 5 18th, and then came up with an absolute gem from the front edge of the trap. He was on the upslope, so that helped him a little bit, but that was a piece of brilliance, and he walked up, tapped in the birdie putt, and signed for a 7 under par round of 65. Certainly the best round that we had seen to that stage of the afternoon players.
China's Hu Mu is a player on the rise in the world of Asian golf. And a 5-foot birdie putt there to get to 5 under par.
The man they're all chasing, though, is New Zealander Gareth Patterson, who started out on the other side of the golf course. He made a birdie at 12, a birdie at 13. This was for eagle at 18. And that took him out in 32 with the promise of more to come.
That more happened on par 5 8th. Just 3 feet left for birdie. And Gareth Patterson is in with a chance of challenging the course record of 10 under par.
So he needed a birdie at the last to equal that. Unfortunately, he came up with the result that he didn't want. missed par putt for Gareth Patterson at the last set. He hit a pretty good putt, so he'd be disappointed with the last stroke, or the second last stroke of the day. But when you've only had 64 of them, it certainly helps. So that is the story of round one, and it's Gareth Patterson of New Zealand at 8 under the card who has the lead from Kunihiro Kami of Japan, David McKenzie of Australia, and Michio Matsumura of Japan, 7 under par rounds of 65. So Gareth Patterson, the man they have to catch after the first round of the Enjoy Jakarta Indonesia PGA Championship, presented by IPC.